Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to some more Realm of the Mad God, specifically Nilly's Realm, and also specifically our warrior. I almost said knight. That would have been false. We did do some damage to a Lord of the Lost Lands right before this because I was looking for some stuff to level up, and now we are level 20. I had a few people in the last episode who asked me why I didn't just buy a few of those like double EXP potions that you can get so that I could just level up super quick. And the honest answer to that is I always forget that that's even a thing. I just forget that that's something that you can buy. And so that's why I never buy them. And it's, you know, it's not necessarily a great excuse, but I am forgetful. And, you know, I feel like I'm getting more forgetful with age as well, you know, which kind of sucks. And I think it's probably because I don't necessarily eat the best and I don't necessarily exercise almost ever. And I don't know if chasing after your children constitutes exercise. But if it does, then I exercise quite a lot. If it doesn't, then, you know, I don't hardly exercise at all, except for whenever I have a field day at work where I actually go out into the field and test some of the systems that we're designing and that kind of thing. And then I'm like running up and down stairs and stuff all day. So that's my exercise, you know. So, but either way, how's it going, guys? I hope your day is going excellent. Mine is really good because today I got both. Let's see, that's a T7. I don't really want it. Today I got both my cabinet to hold my audio gear as well as the XLR insert cable that I needed in order to use this compressor limiter gate with my mixing board. I got both of them in the mail, and so we have everything set up, and I'm really hoping that it sounds great, that it sounds good. I did quite extensive testing, audio testing, and messing around with knobs and all sorts of stuff beforehand, just to make sure that everything seemed set up the way that it should be. But you know, this is our first recording with actually using it, and I really hope that it sounds good. So please let me know in the description, or not description, in the comments below what you think of it. And you know, I'm really, above everything, am hoping that I got the gate set up correctly, because otherwise it'll start like cutting off half of the things that I say, and that does not make a good video, which is why we are actually postponing some of the discussions that I was thinking of having today, because if it does cut off half of the things I say, then that will be no bueno. So we're not going to talk about that today. We'll talk about that maybe Monday or something. So we're just gonna kind of hang out today, you know. Kill some stuff. The problem with this character in Nilly's Realm is that I feel like ranged characters are better for this private server than the short, you know, classes. I feel like range has a distinct advantage, especially if you're a sorcerer or a necromancer or a wizard or something. Just because you can, you know, get loot very easily, especially most things you only have to do 1 damage to in order to be eligible for some of that top tier loot, you know? And so that's why I really like the sorcerer, because your secondary will just kind of teleport around and hit a bunch of things all at once, which means you'll be eligible for a whole lot of loot. Unfortunately, a lot of it'll be off screen from you. And so if you get some, you might not see everything, which I'm sure has happened to me in the past. I'm sure of it. Hopefully, you know, we didn't miss anything too great, but you never know. You never know. I do feel like a lot of people like the warrior. I feel like those people are more prod realm players, you know? Like maybe not so good in Nilly's Realm, at least not as good as it is in prod, for sure. Although I will say that a properly deffed out and maxed out warrior is definitely a a force to be reckoned with, if you will. That we might actually die here. Let's not die. Thank you. That would be great. So I was told to buy an unholy helm as well. I just haven't had time to look in the marketplace. I don't know which one it is or how much it goes for, but I will do some research and look that up here when I get a little bit of time to do so, which will probably be right after this episode. Is that a tiered one, or is that an untiered or specialty one or whatever? You know? I don't even know. Can we not die, please? Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought I was drinking health potions. I was drinking mana potions, which, you know, are all good and fine and dandy, except for, you know, they may not help you not die unless maybe you're a necromancer or a priest or something that you can heal yourself with. I think that, you know, kind of goes for itself there. So, what do I have going on this weekend? Honestly, not really a whole lot, to be completely honest with you, which is kind of nice. It'd be great to get some time to do a little bit of extra recording. Oh, before we start getting into all the heavy... Oh, man. I'm an idiot. All right, well, I guess the thing that we lost the most there was all of those potions. So I'm going to do a necromancer because a lot of people wanted to see that. We will be this one. I never see this one. We'll be this one because why not? And I will actually remember to use those EXP potions this time because we already talked about it. Oh, we need to do some OAs. You know, some Oryx arenas. Let's see, where are those at? I think they're over here, aren't they? No, that's not it. Unfortunately, we lost a lot of our potions that we gained. That's okay. You know, oh, here it is. Okay, so how much are they? They're not much. They're like 35, yeah. Can you double stack these? We're gonna try it. I don't think that worked. Because it still says 2 times there. So, yeah, I don't know. Not quite sure, but, you know, whatever. It was, if we lost some fame there, then it was only 35, which I'm not really too heartbroken over. I do feel like I'm super slow, though. You know, that's the one thing that I hate about dying the most, is that when you start new characters, you're, like, super duper slow, which I do not like. I do not like it, Sam, I am. All right, let's kill a bunch of scorpions and stuff. I could go and look for stuff in my vault to help me out. I know I have a bunch of robes and stuff in there, if I remember right. Although that might be prod that I have all the robes. I don't know why. I had like a bunch of like T11 robes in one of my vaults. I guess I'm just a robe collector or something. Not quite sure. All right, so yeah, so this will be fun. I know a lot of people really don't like watching me level up. I think, you know, it's not the most entertaining thing at all. I've had a lot of people tell me that before, to which I say, you know, a lot of people don't even watch the video. So, you know, I could be talking about whatever I want while I level up, and half the people wouldn't even know. So, oh yeah, I was gonna say before I got brutally murdered, the Skyrim Special Edition comes out. I think it's today, as in the day that I'm actually recording, not the day this is going up. And I've been somewhat itching to do a playthrough of that game. Just because I love the Elder Scrolls series. I grew up with Morrowind. Oblivion, not so much. I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I really liked Skyrim as well. And I think it was just like the way they did the music and stuff in Skyrim, and the graphics are amazing. And of course, the special edition is supposed to have better graphics. Better than the mods, I'm not actually quite sure, because I know modding support in that game was fan-freaking-tastic. So I'm not actually quite sure if this is supposed to be better than all of those, or at least, you know, has a lot of that modding stuff in it. I'm actually not quite sure, but that's kind of beside the point. The question is that something you guys would like to watch? Now, I'm a little bit hesitant to do a series on this, And let me just outline some of the reasons why so you guys can understand where I'm coming from as a content creator, and then also as somebody who's been making videos and kind of knows how his channel works. The first thing I'm a little bit hesitant about is that it seems like a lot of people come to my channel just for Realm content, and therefore not a lot of people would be watching a Skyrim playthrough, which is fine, you know? It's, you know, if you don't like that game, I'm not gonna force, I can't force you to watch it, you know? I think a lot of YouTubers, if they could force people to watch their stuff, they probably would, to be honest. But I can't, I don't feel like I'd want to anyways. So, the second thing I'm a little bit hesitant about is it would take a lot more editing, and therefore, you know, it would take a lot more of my time. I timed how long it takes me to edit a Realm video, and it's about 2.5 minutes. I've done so many of these. I've gotten so good at editing these, and it takes so little editing. It takes me about 2.5 minutes to complete. So, you know, if I were to do a playthrough of Skyrim or something, it would probably take me an hour, at least in the beginning, until I got a little bit better. You know, maybe half an hour, depends on how many cuts, you know. And the good thing about Skyrim is it doesn't have a lot of that traveling. It has a pretty good quick travel system. And so a lot of the stuff that I was cutting out when I was trying to do ooh, I will take that. Thank you. When I was trying to do a playthrough of Morrowind was all of the traveling, which takes a lot of time to edit out. Or you could just leave it in, but it's not necessarily the most enthralling part of the game, for sure, you know? So, that guy, like, lagging, I don't even know. So, the second thing that I'm a little bit hesitant about would be how much extra editing it would take, you know, other than, you know, than one of these videos. Now, when I do Osiris New Dawn, or I do Terra Tech, or I was doing, like, Turmoil, those type of videos, I would do more of the extra editing. It probably took about half an hour to an hour per video. So that's the other thing. And then, of course, the last part that I can think of right now, at least, is that Skyrim has been out for, like, what, 6 years or something? It's been out for a while. And so I feel like the community of people who would watch that game have kind of died out a little bit. Now, I could be wrong. There could be a community of people watching Skyrim videos, and there could be one created because of the special edition. Although, for the most part, I think it's just a graphical overhaul. I do think that they fixed some parts of the game and actually did some stuff with the game itself, but for the most part, I think it's a graphical overhaul. And from the pictures and stuff I've seen, it looks amazing. Of course, that's a game that has looked amazing for a while now, with all of the mods that you can get for it. So, and I may throw on some mods. I'm not quite sure if the regular Skyrim mods will work with it or not. Might have to wait for people to do some other mods. I don't see why it wouldn't. At least most of them. I don't see why it wouldn't. You would think that they would be at least somewhat compatible, at least some of the mods, maybe not all of them. But, yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that something that you guys would be interested in watching? If you are interested in watching a Skyrim playthrough, please let me know down below. Oh, Candy Gnome. Get back here, you. I will eat your soul. All right. Well, that was the thing. So, yeah. So, let me know. Or, conversely, if you are not you know, going to watch a Skyrim playthrough, or that's not something that, you know, interests you in the slightest, please let me know that as well. I'd like to hear from, you know, both sides of the coin there, so I can make a more informed decision. I feel like my Morrowind playthrough actually did fairly well. It's just gonna be one of those days, isn't it? All right. We're gonna do another one, though. Well, you know, the only thing that we lost was some time and that EXP booster. I don't think that they stack. I'm just gonna buy one of them. All right. That was, I don't know, I'm not thinking today. This is the death episode. Welcome to the death episode, everybody. Hope you're having fun. I am having fun. Thank you for asking. Even though, you know, we are dying a lot, you know, it's still enjoyable. And that's what matters anyways, of course. So, but back to the topic at hand. Yeah, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. I might, if you guys don't want to watch it, I might actually just play it myself in my spare time. So at some point, I'm kind of like, so if I do that, then I might as well just record it anyways. I'll take that, thank you. You know, because if you're gonna play through it again, I've beaten it once, you know. If you're gonna play through it, you might as well record it. I mean, although I will say, and this is something I don't think a lot of people realize with like gaming YouTubers and stuff, is a lot of the games that we play on our channels are not the ones that we play to like relax and stuff, you know? Because if I want to relax, I'm not gonna play something that I would normally record necessarily, because you know, that's, you know, then it feels kind of like work, and it doesn't always feel like work by any means, you know. And I think that's one of the things a lot of people like about YouTube, especially the smaller YouTubers, is this is a hobby. It's not meant to feel like work, and if it's starting to feel like work, then you're not doing it right, you know? So, but that is one thing, like, in my free and spare time, I like to play, like, Counter-Strike and stuff, which is not necessarily something that I record, although I might start doing it again, because I've found a great group of 4 or 5 other guys. We all play together and have a lot of fun, and I have to say a lot of the banter and stuff is pretty on point some nights, and I feel like you guys would really enjoy that. So I might do something kind of like what Soviet Womble does, which is kind of like clip out the funny parts and put montages together of that, because I feel like that would be a fun thing to do. Yeah. So maybe look forward to that. Recently, when I've been trying to record it with DX Story, it's been dipping my frame rate from 200 or so to like 30, which is absolutely unplayable for that game. It's awful. It's horrible. And so I need to find a more reliable way to record it before I can do that. But yeah, maybe in the, you know, maybe in the future we'll be doing some more of that. But yeah, a lot of the games that we play outside of recording is not necessarily what we play when we're recording. I don't play Realm of the Mad God if I'm not recording, to be completely honest with you guys. I just don't. And you know, I'd probably be a lot better at the game, and I would have a lot more fame, and you know, and I'd be just better at the game if I played it outside of my recording time. But you know, it's not something that I really do, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, I don't know. So yeah, Skyrim. I might play it on my own. I might record it. Let me know if you would like to watch it, please let me know. And then if you do say that you would watch it, at least give like the first one a shot when I, you know, release it. That would be great. That'd be stupendous, you know? That way I can kind of accurately gauge, because a lot of times what we like to do, we being like YouTubers in general, is we'll put out kind of like feeler videos, kind of like gateway videos. Be like, all right, I'm going to try playing this game. And if it is something that gets a lot of views or people like, or maybe even just gets some comments on it, then I'll keep doing it. And if it's something that, you know, I never hear anything from and nobody watches it, then all right, we did one video, we wasted that time, but we'll try something else. And that's something I do a lot. If you watch some of my content, you'll see that some of the stuff has like 1 to 3 videos, and then I didn't really do much with it after that. It's because I wasn't getting the response that I would like, and so I didn't pursue that avenue too much further. So that's just something that you'll probably notice now if you watch other YouTubers that do kind of more long form gaming. Maybe not somebody like Total Biscuit or something that does 1 video per game and moves on. Obviously it doesn't really apply to that, but there we go. But for people like me who will do, you know, 250 videos on a single game, I want to make sure that there's at least some community and some people watching it before I put that much time into it. And that being said, I have had series where they didn't do too well. Oh, dear God, let's not die, please. That, you know, didn't do too well. But later on, I noticed they were doing better, and I revitalized the series. And Realm of the Mad God is the prime example of that. So, yeah, Realm is one of the ones that really didn't do too well when I first started. And then it was actually Gamer Dad who was like, hey, I noticed that your Realm videos are like picking up, which is great. And I didn't even notice. And I started doing more of them. And then, you know, here we are. So that is kind of a little backstory of how a little, you know, look into the part of YouTube that most people probably don't think about, you know? I mean, I do to some degree treat YouTube as a business. It is a hobby, but I do want to see it grow and maybe potentially be, you know, a full-time or at least part-time thing for me, you know? That is the goal for a lot of people, of course. Thank you for the defense ring. I need a robe or something. You know what? We're gonna go check. And if I die with this, I will be quite upset. But let's see what we've got. Don't start a riot. Feel it as the dance gets hot. I think that's how that goes. Robes, no. Robe, no. Robe, no. Robe. Okay, it's not this one. Although we do have a better staff. So we'll use it. It's better than what we got. So must have been Realm that had all of the good stuff. I've never used any of these items. These ones that are from the Bella. Oh, that's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, let's see. Let's not go into the Godlands at level 6. Although, that is a great way to get items. You know, I don't really care if we lose this. Okay. You know, right in front of some Medusas, not the best place to spawn. But thankfully, we have some people soaking up damage for us, which is great. Let's just follow the fold. We'll just, we're gonna follow this little fame train here. And one of the good things about being in the Godlands as a low-level character, if you can survive, if you focus on dodging and stuff, is that your luck is a lot higher. And so not only will you level up faster, but you may also potentially get items faster as well. So, you know, at least do some damage to some stuff so that when other people kill it, maybe you get some stuff. Don't really care about that. I thought I heard something drop. Oh, hello, Medusa. Gotta be very careful about the Medusas and stuff as well, because they'll throw bombs at you even when you're in the middle of a fame train, and the people in front of you that you were using to block with and all that stuff won't actually block because it's a bomb. So you gotta be careful about that. So fame trains, excellent way to get items as well as levels. So there we go. A while ago, a long time ago, I did a video on how to level up quickly in this game. Look, now we're just leveling up left and right, you know? And one of the main ways is to actually use the Godlands. So yeah, we got some good stuff. All right, we got a speed. You know, that's all right. We'll need it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, level 13, I don't feel as squishy anymore. Although, if we go by how this episode has gone so far, probably shouldn't get too comfortable, you know? Probably not in my best interest. There we go. All right, yeah, we're leveling up quick. So, excellent. We'll at least hit level 20 before the end of this video. So, I'll have to remember to use more of those EXP potions and stuff whenever I can, whenever I die, which is I would say both frequent and infrequent. You know, can go large stints without dying, thankfully. And then, you know, then there's episodes like today. At least it makes the content fresh to at least some degree, right? I feel like we're already level 17. Dodging all of the things. Ooh, that was a close call. Dear God. Nope. Nope with the Medusas. Nope, nope, nope. I wonder why Medusas kill more people than anyone else. And I have to guess it's probably because when there's one, there's like 3 of them. And so they kind of all gang up on you, right? And I think the other reason is there'll be low-level characters in a fame train, and they'll get bombed by 1 to 3 Medusas, and then that's it. And then they're gone. They're dead, so, you know? It's all over, man. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what my audio sounds like. And I'm also really excited to not have to do any audio engineering now, because this will do all of the audio engineering that I would have done in programs. And so now that'll save me time. And then also when I'm live streaming and I can't be doing audio engineering because I'm live streaming unless I use like a VST host or something, then this will make my audio sound much better, which is also what I'm really excited about. So yeah, you know, all good stuff all around. Now, it's not necessarily the cheapest way to do that. You could, of course, do it with a plugin or a software, which also can be expensive, but you know, you can also get some of them for cheap. So it depends on what you're doing. Please, no, I need a robe. I don't care what robe it is. Please just give me something, game. You know, that would be nice. That would be helpful. I just noticed we're already level 20. You know, go us. We're rocking it now. We are unstoppable. I shouldn't say that or else we'll die. There we go. That's not a robe, although I do appreciate it. Not a robe. Oh, we got a class quest as well. So, yeah, perfect. All right, what else has been going on? Not much. And I said I don't think we're really doing much this weekend, so I'm hoping to, you know, maybe get some extra streaming in. Oh, I just remembered. The Windows 10 update seems to have broken OBS for me. So I might have to try a different, let's heal up a little bit here. Please heal me a little bit. Might have to try a different streaming program. Or you know, set back my operating system or something. Yes, I do know that these guys much better to go around them like this. Is the preferred method of killing them. Yeah, okay, so maybe I'm gonna have to do some more test streams and see if I can get it working. I don't even know what was wrong with it. Some people said it was like doubling or something. I don't know, maybe I'll have to watch the VOD and see what's going on with the VOD. It's hard to know what to fix. It's hard to fix something if you don't actually know the extent of the damage, you know? So, if you were watching, I know Blobby was watching, someone else was. Was it Ian? No, Ian wasn't watching, it was someone else. Oh no, it was Yubiz. We're watching. If you could maybe let me know what was happening on your end. And some of the people, actually I think both of them watching, were on mobile as well. And so it could potentially be a mobile thing, although I don't think it is. I'll just have to watch the VOD. That'll be the easiest way to figure it out. All right, cool. So that's the thing. I'll try and get that working here soon, hopefully. Now, hopefully you can get a robe. That would be great, wouldn't it? All right. No luck so far. Although a better secondary would be helpful as well. This one, I feel like, doesn't really heal me adequately enough. It doesn't really do much damage either. So, I prefer something a little bit better. Not what I need. I'll take that. That is not as good as what I have. Come on with the robe. Robe? Nope. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Unfortunate. So, but either way, we are actually already at 30 minutes. Wow, time has flown for me. So I'm going to be stopping it here. Sorry for all the deaths, but I don't know. We're starting a necromancer, which was actually quite popular and quite recommended. Oh yes, thank you. I will take it. I mean, it's only a T5, but it's better than the nothing, which is what we had before. Don't really need that. But yeah, I would love to do it, but we are out of time. I am leaving it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Let's not die at the very end. That would be very sad and pathetic. And I hope you have an excellent, excellent rest of your day. And I will see you in the next episode.